Our final speaker this evening is Tadahico Inada, who is the Associate Executive Director of the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA. Mr. Inada studied aeronautics and astronautics in Japan at Osaka University and in the United States at MIT. He began his professional career working for the National Space Development Agency of Japan, NASDA, which is one of the parents of what is today called JAXA. His assignments over the years have included postings in Washington, where I first met him 30 years ago. We were both young boys at the time. And also here in Paris, where we were also assigned together. As one of JAXA's Associate Executive Directors, Mr. Inada's responsibilities include Earth observations. He is in fact on his way to Italy, along with Ms. Ryan, to participate in the GEOSS meeting this coming week. Japan is a very active country in Earth observations and strongly supports international cooperation in this field. This is demonstrated here tonight by the presence of Dr. Tachikawa, the president of JAXA, and Mr. Higuchi, the executive director, both of whom I think arrived very early this morning, and we're grateful that they could be with us. So they're here to check on Inada-san's performance tonight and make sure that he does it properly. Inada-san, I welcome you to the podium and look forward to your comments on this very important topic.
I also skipped to say thanks to Jim and also skipped greeting to the audience in order to save time. Before I start my presentation, I want to show you this image. This was produced for NASA Ames Research Center as a part of the Space Settlement Studies in 1975. It was more than 30 years ago. The study was intended to provide the world an alternative to the Cold War space program. We are now facing a problem on the Earth. Problem which we are caused by ourselves, are forcing us to change our style of living and living environment. Think about the 30 years from now. How about the Earth's environment around the year of 2040? We might not be there, but our children will be there. Would our children be enjoying their lives on the Earth without any worries? Or would they be taking a first step to prepare for living in the outer space or another planet? I can say answer will be up to us, our generation, depending upon how we will undertake to solve those problems which cause the global change. I'm going to speak about the message from Asia, our undertakings toward the global change. At first, I'd like to mention how we are in GEOSS and why we are working in GEOSS. This chart shows the history of international coordination for the satellite Earth observation. The year is shown horizontally, and the vertical line shows the degree of coordination of observation, a level of contribution to the society, and decision-making level. The middle of the 80s, several space organizations recognized the necessity to collect Earth observation data effectively and efficiently by coordinated internationally. They initiated to establish Committee on Earth Observation Satellite, GEOSS. And coming of the 90s, GEOSS members strongly felt the observation data should be utilized more effectively by research community. Integrated Global Observing Strategy, IGOS, was organized by the community such as ocean, land, and atmosphere. Now IGOS has 14 international organizations, including GEOSS. Several themes are currently undertaking, such as ocean, water, atmospheric chemistry, and so forth. However, it was not enough for appearing satellite Earth observation indispensable to the public and the society. This led to creation to the GEOSS. Now, GEOSS is trying to support to understand climate change, which is one of the current prioritized issues for sustainable growth and development. GEOSS is proposing virtual constellation concept on atmospheric composition, which include the measurement of greenhouse gas to deepen understanding of these issues. NASA is the leading agency for this constellation, together with the European Space Agency, the CNES, European Union, and JAXA, and other research organizations. I show here the GEOSS project, which monitors the global distribution of greenhouse gas, a Japanese contribution to understanding climate change. GEOSS will be launched summer of next year and measure the column density of carbon dioxide and methane globally every 3 days. The analysis of observation data from GEOSS is expected to estimate the amount of greenhouse gas in the continental level, and around the year of 2015, we are hoping to achieve the estimation of greenhouse gas in a country scale by improving of atmospheric model. We are expecting GEOSS to cooperate with NASA project Orbiting Carbon Observatory, OCO, of which data will be available at the same period. This is a project called Sentinel Asia, which aims to observe and monitor disaster area in Asian regions. Sentinel Asia project is a joint project of members of Asian Space Agency Forum, cooperated with disaster management organization of the area. Now, 19 Asian countries, 45 organizations, and 7 international organizations participate in this project. I wanted to introduce this project since this is a very good example of application for societal benefit dealt with GEOSS. In addition, it is also good models of local user participation and capacity building for GEO. Currently, data from MODIS and Aerospace are used for forest fire and floods. We expect that data from Indian satellite and Korean satellite will be available to this project soon. System is such that observation data are delivered to the local disaster management agencies through the data sharing platform called Digital Asia. At the time of disaster, Aerospace will observe the disaster area cooperating with Asian Disaster Prevention Center. Furthermore, the capacity building program to utilize those systems, satellite data, and images is carried out with Asian Institute of Technology of Thailand. In conclusion, the issue of climate change is not anymore a question, but now the reality. I hope the GEOSS will give it a high priority to this issue, threatening people in the world. GEOSS could play a very critical role here. GEOSS should also pay attention to regional issues and needs of regional cooperation. There are many regional issues. GEOSS could support such a regional Earth observation. Japan has been and will be calling on other non-member countries to join GEO. GEOSS is a very timely program that JAXA is looking forward to working for this critical program. Thank you.